Eric Rayleigh with the call. St. Bonaventure from the East Coast looking to pick up a win as they get the first shot of the game to go. And that's Tyrell Luke, who averages 14.2 points per game, a 35% three-point shooter. It's a good start for the Bonnies.
Luke, the transfer from Holy Cross, where he was a practically Rookie of the Year.
Bowen Bourne, the answer. Kevin, we've had two shots.
Bonnie's known for defending the three-point line, but Bourne, lots of room. There's a double team on their big inside by the Panthers.
Big man is Chad Venning. Another three. This time it's Farrell, and that is good. They move the game forward 24 hours, scheduled to go tomorrow night.
And the Bonnie team that played at Siena on Monday night, they were scheduled to come in here on Tuesday anyways. It was just the game moved up a day.
A shooting clinic. Shooting earlier this year.
Well, we talked about in the open, came from St. Peter's where he was the hero during their big run, had 27 points against the Wildcats of Kentucky, had 5 triples in that game, so he is very dangerous.
Over the back called against St. Bonaventure. That's their first team foul.
Because the double is coming when he...
Keep those defensive players moving. Anderson, who averages 13 points per game. First lead of the game for UNI. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Duax with his back to the basket. Gives it to Henry. He's fouled. Count the basket. It just rolled around. Drops through the cylinder. Little grin on St. Bonaventure. 2 of them against the freshmen. And a chance. They already got a couple points this possession, but with the offensive rebound, chance to build on this 4-point lead. Bounce pass, cutting, and Anderson and Bourne can't connect.
There was nothing there really forcing the issue on that baseline bounce pass.
Kind of like leading a receiver in football down the field.
Oh, gets it back there.
Bourne attacking the defender, draws the foul, and a friendly bounce again.
That ball fell through, and Bourne, an excellent free throw shooter. Over Notre Dame for the Bonnies, Benning with 14 points, 11 rebounds.
Not a good look there for Hill. He averages just 1.7 points. He was 1 of 7 coming into this game on the season. Good ball movement, open look. Anderson, not known as a three-point threat, but as he is just now 4 of 13 from downtown behind the arc this season.
Great pass by Cole Henry.
That foul goes against UNI. It is the second team foul, stops the clock.
Been kind of sloppy. The rest of their game has been very sharp.
Throws coming for Moses Flowers, a redshirt junior guard out of Dorchester, Massachusetts.
Concussion protocol, but his confidence has risen, and he's given better during the last 4 games.
Hearing that Nate Heisey, one of the Panthers starters and leaders on the team, one of the few experienced players, will be back for the next game for UNI, which is big for
Benny Johnson microwave look from Moses Flowers.
Beautiful feed, and more free throws coming for UNI as Henry hit the cutting Duax in the
spots. And Duax, that huge game.
2.7 points, 1.6 rebounds. Getting the call off the bench.
He struggled, pulled the pivot foot a couple times. He's gotten there later rotations. Sometimes you want to just take your big man, let him sit. And there again is the...
St. Bonaventure has a couple big wins in this non-conference. Trying to end with a winning record before they hit conference play.
The post, that was part of their strategy, and they have forced turnovers, doubling the post. It's been very successful that time. Amundsen turned it over.
Betts made his first three-point shot, missed his second. This one, and it's a good one. Bourne in traffic, and he'll go to the free throw line. Fouled in the act. That's the 6th team foul against.
Putting on by getting those backdoor cuts.
Freshman out of Turkey.
Keep an eye on Ege, number that throws it into the 3rd row, but he can thread the needle.
Played 8 games. He's 2 of 4 from the floor. Patient on offense. Offensive rebound, 3rd time's the charm. Finally able to get it to go.
I like Binning's game. He's big time.
Panthers just 1 of 6 in their last 6 shots. 1 of 5 from deep on their last 5 3-point tries. Good take with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Cole Henry kind of got poked in the end.
Little guys going at it.
Shot was blocked, almost went in.
Again, that backdoor cut, trying to take advantage of the Bonnie's pressure. They're going to lift it. Told you that guy can play now.
Jumper is good. Now 8 of 6.
Build programs.
2 different approaches too. Well, Jake doesn't really hit that transfer portal.
Coach Smith didn't have any choice. I don't think they wanted to do that. But this team was desperate.
Bonaventure lost 4 1,000-point scores.
Eric, they scored 170 total points.
Able to make it, and Anderson just rips it down for another rebound. It's kind of his calling card. He's got 6 points and 4 rebounds already here.
He is a rebounding machine.
Good pump fake. Defender in the air, patient.
Kept him in this game. Only down a nickel. Lots of ball pressure.
A 5-point lead. Points have been hard to come by, and there's 2. Offensive rebound. I feel like that's worth more. St. Bonaventure has held opponents to 65 points or less 151 times in that span. The Bonnies are 127 to just 24 losses.
Well, what you're seeing is all the pressure from Bonnie is now, again, Anderson with the back cut. A lot of points at the rim. For the Panthers, Austin Fife expect to be that man. He's out. Cole Henry, Betts filling in admirably for that.
Under a minute to go here in the first half. Bonnie's needed that one. 6 minutes and 42 seconds without scoring before burying that 3-pointer.
Well, good offense. They played the 2nd and 3rd side, kept bringing around, defense shift, and then Luke gets an easy 3.
About a 7-second differential shot clock, game clock. Bourne long on that attempt. Shot clock turned off. Bonnies can hold for the last shot here.
Luke will try to get the basket on this.
Tyrell Luke, ball in his hands. 3, 2, lets it fly, air ball. Your halftime score, UNI 28, St. Bonaventure 22. Titan Anderson with a dozen.
I knew they had a great player, an all-league player named Harry Moore. I still remember that from my scouting report. The Bonnies.
Anderson has been a force in this game, and immediately
they're wearing a patch on their jersey, number 30, last May.
Tell me about it.
The most famous. Duhawks had that huge game against McNeese with a double-double.
10 starts, averaging 29 minutes. Talk about number 15 for the Panthers, Michael Duhawks, the freshman forward out of Dubuque. As another digits with 10 points off that shot.
I tell you, if Daryl Banks gets going, watch out, because the Bonnies will have some high-powered offense. They're hanging around.
Drew the double team, an easy bounce pass.
Bourne finding more trust in his teammates.
Doesn't have to score 30. We were doing the Northern Illinois game. You said Bowen's going to have to score 25 or 30 to win this. Trey Campbell, that's going to be goaltending. Count the basket. Campbell, the freshman, the true freshman, who at this time last year was.
It's some more strength on Trey Campbell. And this is the guy that played 4 sports in high school. I think that's huge for college players.
Could have been D1 football player too if he wanted to. Farrell, who only has now 2 of 3 shooting from the floor, all of them from deep. Anderson, just so patient, good foot.
Got the feet, of a ballerina, and he comes back over that right shoulder with that soft touch off the window. At 6'6", he can score over bigger players.
Yeah, Venning's 6'10".
You better start looking up Titan Anderson's career high. He's going to have a new one today.
Keeping close, important for the Bonnies. Keep this close to a two-possession game,
and if
right?
Banks gets going, watch out. He's been quiet. Here he goes again.
Separation, the finish. That's one thing in UNI.
He's been hanging around those NBA guys too much with his dad. I get that continuation call. There's a good duck-in move.
And finish. Chad Vendel, boxing in his blood.
Yeah, talk about his footwork. Is from his father's a boxer, and he did some boxing. And so it's really helped his footwork as we see it right there.
And one, count it, and a chance of the three-point. UNI outscoring them in the paint 20-10.
That was a key now. This is a team that gets second chance opportunities. They play. They'll shoot it and go get it. We call a little bit of chuck and chase.
There's Farrell.
Season under his 16-year reign. Last year they made a great run in the NIT. Lost in the semis to Xavier, which was the NIT champion.
Beautiful feed and finish. Landon Wolf, another Pullum. Flowers now at redshirt junior. Maybe more experience, can have a longer leash.
Well, 3 fouls. He's in good shape with 12 minutes left.
Bourne drives. Double teams there. Somebody's open, and that is number 1, Cole Henry. Coming off a huge.
Bourne's finding him. Making a problem on the defense. How long do you double? Oh, big basket there.
Cole Henry's 3
along with Drake, from what I've seen in the Valley thus far. And this is Northern Iowa team. They're developed some depth. They're going to get Nate Heisey back, which will help that even more.
Henry draws the blocking foul, charity strike.
Yeah, this is where, if you're a 5-man, you've got to really be able to make. You got to be able to make free throws. Most coaches' sons can make free throws.
Rebound, so a second crack at it on this possession. Campbell tries to reach in to strip him. Goes to a 5-second call. Gets it back and draws the foul. Free throws coming for the big man, Chad.
Soft hands. He has a great set.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them want to be guards.
Fun to shoot the 3. Checking into the game, you saw on your screen. Open look for the lead. And the Panthers got it. Low scoring game between these two.
The lower the score, the better this is going to suit St. Bonaventure.
Bowen Bourne.
Bourne is a gym rat on steroids. Told me he works out 5 times a day now. Oh, he's had his hands full with Kyrell Luke. Luke gets that one off the window.
Luke now in double digits with 10. Venning with 10 as well.
Anderson on the bench getting a rest.
Anderson sitting tied for a career high. Another 3. Ring it up.
Much room, and he is heating up.
33 points from the Anderson-Bourne combo. Doing the heavy lifting here on the offensive end. Under 10 on the shot clock. Jumper is good for Daryl Banks III.
There he comes. Bring him back in to defend Titan Anderson.
UNI has not scored in the last 2.5 minutes. It's been over 2 minutes since St. Bonaventure has scored. Been stuck on 48-45. Some good defense. And now earning a trip to the free throw line with a chance to break his career high. Titan Anderson, so efficient today, 7 of 10 from the floor, 1 of 1 from deep, 4 of 6 at the free throw line. Oh, and by the way, he already has a
with a skip pass to the far corner. Now with a new career high, Titan Anderson.
I have a feeling he might get to hold it the whole game. I mean, usually you see
Yeah.
the lead grow or the other team seesaw back and forth and take the lead, but it's pretty much been this two-possession game.
I would say St. Bonaventure's defense has really kept them in this game.
Well, we haven't called Michael Duax's name tonight. Spotted that one away.
Really good read by Duax that last possession as that baseline opened up the dribble drive.
Henry underneath, pump fake, defender in the air, and the finish. Panthers playing like a well-oiled machine. But he said the turkey tastes better at Christmas if you get a couple big non-conference wins, heading 8-10. But on the scoreboard, close to double digits.
Well, we said this was big. They have to be able to close out games, and another offensive rebound.
And 3. And again, Farrell playing with hardly logged double-digit minutes. Campbell caught it underneath, good handoff, and the finish. This chemistry is really 8 shots in this game. 3.5 to play. Open look, short, tracking it down. Anderson was boxing out, the ball hit the court. Offensive rebound again, making the basket and a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. Really can't allow back-to-back up. So at the free throw line here.
You mentioned this earlier, Eric. Look at the points in the paint, 28 by the Panthers. And it's been a lot by cutting and great passing, not necessarily just post-up moves.
Feeling if Panthers can make a run in the Valley, you're going to circle that Towson game as a potential turning point in the season. Henry climbs the ladder and gets the bucket.
Well, he's aggressive now. 3 weeks ago, he would have passed that ball.
8 points for the big man. St. Bonnie, they got to do something here. Sagging off, allowing Venning to take that shot if he wants it. There's their score, and Campbell, he hasn't scored many points tonight, but Trey Campbell is a true freshman, logging almost 30 minutes.
Well, he's been the defender on Daryl Banks through most of this game, and he's been an outstanding job. At 6'3", has some length.
Count it! That might be the backbreaker.
Well, I tell you what, that is not
throughout the non-conference.
It's very similar to what I said about Cole Henry. 3 weeks ago, Michael Duax would not have made that play.
How good is this team with a healthy Nate Heisey? Adds another element, another leader who has that experience. Under 2 to play. 10 points separating the Panthers and the Bonnies. Final non-conference game for both schools.
When I talked to Scott Eady, the SID, so one of the problems Bonnie has had is being able to finish games because of their youth. Late surge here by Duax has been really good.
This is last free throw makes the... You and I had that 13-0 run early on in this game to get that separation, and this is the largest lead for UNI. An air ball, and it is UNI basketball. Well, that might do it. 1 points per game to 50, but also to have a big performance, a new career high for Titan Anderson, who's averaging 25 points.
Well, this I think is huge offensive end. They've got 13 assists on 22 made field goals. They've really shared the basketball, Northern Iowa team, and shooting a very high percentage here in the second half. Same thing he did at Towson.
One second and a shot clock violation. Well, let's take a look at our U.S. Bank player of the game. We're
nationally ranked in double-doubles, leads the Valley in double-doubles, leads the Valley in double-figure rebound games. Titan Anderson, tremendous throughout this entire game.
Panthers don't want to get another shot clock violation, but not sure what they're going to do with 3 seconds on the shot clock. 2, 1, and now shot clock is turned off. UNI will win this game as a last-second basket by Daryl Banks III will put him into double digits.
Empty calories for Daryl Banks. That game is over.
And Bonnies will have some work to do now in a 4-game skid and a rare non-conference where they end with a 6-win, 7-loss non-conference record. Time ticking away. A game that was scheduled for tomorrow at 7 was UNI. A 13-0 run in the first half and then pulling away in the final couple minutes. We'll take a break and be back with our post-game show right after this.